So here we are today down in Napier, and I just had to show you this. I was picking up a completely beautiful 51 Chevy, you'll see in the background, and this was sat there. Now, not as it's just a Cadillac, which is awesome as well, it's a 61 Cadillac Superior hearse. Now that is super rare everywhere now. I mean, a lot of these cars disappeared to the junkyard back in the 60s and 70s, so they're super rare because they got super rusty, and they were just such a car at the time that when they went out of service, as soon as fins sort of started disappearing, people started to get rid of them, and nobody really wanted them, so they got passed down from funeral home to funeral home, and then they went to bands, and then they went to people that used them to cart lumber, and then they used them for like everything basically. But when they first came out, they used to use them not as hearses but ambulances too. And a lot of these came with flashing lights and sirens on the top, so they could pick people up, cart them around. This car is the biggest thing ever. Caddies are big, but this is like next level ginormous. There's jump seats in the front of it, and there's air-conned as well. If you look down there, it's got the really cool Superior coach part on it. This car is rock solid. It was actually on the road in 2000 in Texas, and obviously it needs full restoration, but something you don't see every day. Look how far you got to go back just to see it. But what a wonderfully thin thing it was. They used them, they were the ultimate classy funeral car to start off with. I mean, it's like having a Rolls Royce limo, so just like they used in the rest of the world. But what a great looking thing. But as soon as the fins went out, the styling went out, and then it quickly dated the car. See the scoops there? That's for the rear air conditioning on this. Like, because aircon was back in its infancy back then. I can't remember the first car that had it. I think it was an Olds. But they put scoops in the back to scoop it in, and it's just a massive unit. I mean, it's huge. I'll try to show you inside it in a minute. Still rust free. They've got a giant screen in there, which is a giant pain. As soon as you get these screens, if you look at it, it's so much taller than another 59, 60, 61 Caddy. You can see there's an extra piece on the top of it, and it's tinted here. And you can see, if you look across, you can see the extra piece they fitted to it. This would have had a roof light on it, look, just there. And it also had the aerial, so it would have had a radio on it too, which they would have used for dispatch. It's a massive car. Superior coach again. See the extended piece on the top? These are fiberglass. I only just found that out myself. Look how good the quality of the badges is in this. Just amazing. Huge bench. Limited room to go back, but because it's such a big car, it wasn't such a problem with these. Don't know if this door opens. In fact, I'm going to go around the other side and show you, because I know that door opens. But still really cool. Look at the little details. Just a beautiful looking thing. Now this door, of course, is a suicide door. Because if you stepped out of it while I was going, you only do that once. That's the jump seats in the back that fold down. This is the huge aircon unit. And of course, I would have kept some medical supplies in there as well. It's just a massive thing. It was too cool for me to walk by without showing you. I'm just going to close it up. This car is going to be restored at some point in time. I can't make out the writing. Maybe you can here. But what a cool and really unusual looking car. Alright guys, well, I hope you enjoyed that. And when it gets done, I'll probably bring it down and show you again. Just in case you're curious, this is what I bought. Yeah. So we'll see what happens to that, if it stays together on the way back. But you've got to save them all if you can. Alright, cheers guys, talk to you soon.